What's up, guys, and welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be doing a legend review of the finished legend Jari Litmanen. I think I pronounced that right, but here we go. This is the team that I have him in. I wanted to throw some Finnish players in there to kind of, make it kind of a Finland side, as well as give him good chemistry. So I have Hetemai, who plays in the Serie A on the left side, and then Eremenko at cam. Eremenko links up with Tacic, Dumbia, Ivanovic links up with Tacic, got a little bit of a BPL defense, Witzel in the middle for that Russian link, and then Ashley Cole left back, Syria to Micah Richards for the English link, and Guzan in goal just because he's bald and he's awesome. But he actually did play good for me. But so let's take a look at Jari Litmanen's in-game stats. Excuse me, not in-game stats. Player face card stats. He has 82 pace, 87 shot, 83 passing, 81 dribble, and 64 physical, as well as a 4-star weak foot, 3-star skills. He has a high to medium work rate. The face card stats really, the only one that really stands out is 87 shot. All the other ones are pretty basic, I think, in my opinion. As you'll see, though, the reason he's an 88 overall is because of his in-game stats. There are little things that he does have a high rating in. Like, example, 94 attack positioning. But I did buy him for 628K, which isn't terrible. Hopefully I can sell him for a little bit more than that, which would be awesome. He played quite a few games with other teams, but for me, I played 6 games with him, and he scored 3 goals, and he had an assist, which isn't too shabby. I mean, from a legend, you'd expect a little bit more. But that's what I did with him. So, yeah, let's get into the in-game stats. Let's go ahead and look at Litmanen's in-game stats, guys. 94 attack positioning, 86 vision, 88 reactions, 87 stamina, just a ton of green, 86 ball control, 89 finishing, 88 short pass, 87 penalties. He's got the 4-star weak foot, the 3-star skills, the high-low work rate, and he also has the playmaker, clinical finisher speciality, injury-prone trait, and team player as well. So injury prone isn't that great, but this card is definitely in game, has crazy good stats. So we're gonna get into some gameplay now, guys, and I'm gonna be quick and straight to the point. I was disappointed with this card. This is the first new legend that I've played with, and Jari Litmanen just didn't live up to my expectations. Now, don't automatically assume that he's a bad player. I don't think he's that bad. I just don't think he's worth what you would pay for him. With all of this said, it could have been my 4-5-1 formation I put him in, or maybe my team wasn't as strong around him as it could have been or needed to be. But in my opinion, for reviews, having a star player kind of stand out amongst his team kind of allows you to see the star potential and the star player that he can be. But let's get into the pros of this card. I have to give it to this guy. It is disappointing that he does not play like a true GAM, but he is definitely a hustle guy. It seems that he's box to box all the time, and he tends to be wherever the ball may be, even if that's in my own 6-yard box. Now, this isn't exactly a pro or a con. I would say it's a pro because he hustles, but it kind of isn't that great for him or for the team, I guess. But you definitely feel like he's giving it all, even though that kind of sounds weird for a virtual card. Second is strength. As you'll see in some clips throughout this highlight, Litmanen is a hassle for defenders to get off the ball. He tends to stay on it, and he eventually draws a foul or breaks away. It's pretty crazy how hard it was for the defenders to get him off the ball, and it definitely is noticed when you play with him. Third pro is his passing. I know he has an 83 rating for his passing, which isn't that great. And he only had 1 assist. But if my players that he was passing to would have finished, he probably would end up with like 5 assists. And when Litmanen uses his strength to stay on the ball, he allows other players to get forward and make runs where he typically lays it off or sends a nice through ball for a chance on goal for his teammates. And now let's get into the cons of his card. I only have 3 cons just because I want to keep it short, but there's definitely a lot more than this in my opinion, which isn't that great, but that's just what it is. In the 6 games that I played with him, I felt like every game I had to pause it and give him instructions to stay forward on defense because he's just so far back. with a 94 attack positioning rating, you'd think this guy would be in the right spot for a shot every time. But often as my team moved forward, Litmanen was kind of lost and he was far behind, and I didn't know where he was in the field at some times. My second con for this card is his pace and speed on the ball. He only has 82 pace, which really isn't that great. For a cam, you don't necessarily need a ton of speed, but I don't know. In my opinion, he felt so slow with the ball, and he rarely ran past the defender. I found it very hard to break away with him, and it was just kind of frustrating for me. I definitely wanted more out of him, and I thought if he was just a tad bit faster, he definitely could have given it to me because his strength kind of made up in part for where he didn't have the pace. My third con is his 3-star skills. For all the skillers out there, playing with Litmanen would probably drive you crazy. Because of his skill limitations, you can definitely kind of tell when he's on the ball that he doesn't have a lot of options to what to do with the ball besides kind of going back and forth or maybe a couple fake shots here and there. And it's not that I use a ton of skills, but I could just tell. And it kind of annoyed me, but, that's just what it is. I think Legends are a great aspect of FIFA, and this is why I have an Xbox One. I know FIFA 16 just came out, but I'm so excited for FIFA 17 just to see new Legends, honestly. But I'm going to continue to play with more and more Legends. I am disappointed that Litmanen didn't play to my expectations, but I still enjoyed playing with this new Legend. And it's nice to find the ones that you play good with, and maybe Litmanen was a success for you guys. Let me know if you played with him and how you did. Also comment down below the next Legend for me to review. I'm thinking maybe Gattuso. I don't know. I'm kind of just looking at the players and seeing who I like or may not like. Feedback is always appreciated, guys. And if you're feeling crazy, hit that like or subscribe button. And until next time, I will talk to you guys later.